Are most parties boring? Do we think that most parties are boring? I'm going to put it out there and say that I think a lot of parties are boring. And ones I've been to, ones that people have told me about, I think most people don't know how to throw a party that's exciting and entertaining and fun and memorable. My kids are at that age where, this makes me sound old, they're 20 and 22, and they're going to a lot of 21st and 18th and that sort of thing. One of my daughters, or both of my daughters, went to a party on the weekend and they stood in somebody's driveway for the evening. It was a very average weather evening. There was no, yeah, and they just stood around drinking in a driveway, and they came home and went, "Dad, it's so boring." Now, they have a dad that has a party decorating business, and so they know what exciting should be. But that is just one example.
It just depends on like what the party is kind of meant for as well. Like if it's meant to just be like a chill get together, and that's kind of what it is. But if they kind of, I feel like it's almost worse when they hype it up. They're like, oh, it's gonna be the best party ever. We're gonna have such a good time. And then you get there and they haven't really put much effort into the thought of the whole process. And that's when I find it's more boring, because they're setting the expectation, which then they're not going to meet.
I find a lot of the ones that say they're going to have a massive party, like you were saying, or like you do rock up at it, I think there's more expectation when it is a big grand party, rather than if you know that it's going to be just a sit down dinner. Like recently I went to a 30th, which it was just a sit down lunch, and it was just a nice catch up with everyone, and that was nice, you know. But yeah, I think there is more expectation when it is a big party and there's drinking involved, there's dancing, so that's when it can get a bit. So
I think basically what you guys have said there is, it's that expectation, isn't it? So if you as the party host have hyped it up, and you haven't done anything to make that hype happen, then people are then disappointed. Whereas if, you know, quite often you go to a function, if you think it's going to be low key and not exciting,
exactly right,
you go, oh,
that actually turned out to be really good.
It was okay, because you're in that mindset. So I guess it's about creating the right mindset. One story that sticks out to me is a friend's, or a guy I know's 50th. And I asked him, you know, do you want me to help you with this? No, I got it all covered. And he had it at the local cricket club. And he went to no effort whatsoever. Like, just none. Like, I can't even explain. It's basically a heap of people in a room. And I went to the party and I felt so frustrated because there was a lot of people there. There would have been 150 people there. And it felt quite cozy. There was lots of people in the room. They had music in these terrible speakers that were in the roof in this old cricket club that had been, like, he had it up full bore. It was just distorting. It sounded terrible. It wasn't loud enough. All the guests were talking over it. They had all the normal lights on, and it was just people just sitting at tables and people mingling because there wasn't enough tables and stuff, which the room had enough atmosphere as far as people, but because there was no, you hadn't gone to any effort, it was just boring, and everyone sort of went home about 10:30, 11. And I thought, if you had had a DJ, if you had had the right lighting, if you had done some decor, I reckon it would have been an awesome party. Like, I could just feel it was there. It could have happened, but it just didn't happen. And so that's just another example of why, you know, I just think people just go to no effort, and that's why I think a lot of people are throwing boring parties.
Don't be boring.
Don't be boring.
Don't be boring.